Hey guys, this is the Weber and I'm here with a brand new series. I finally be able to do some Pokemon Showdown videos for you guys. Basically go there, you could sign up for free and practice your competitive battling. So I'm here with Sergeant Metzwort, and here today I'm playing a form of Sun Team. So he goes in for the Salamence to try to get the Intimidate, switches off into Groudon, and he gets the Dark Void. So he's sleeping. I'm going for the Nasty Plot while he's doing the extra damage. Figured 3 would be enough, and I think it's just time for me to sweep until he kills. So first I go to Groudon. I'm going to use the Dark Pulse on the Groudon and the Sludge Bomb on Darkrai because I ain't taking any of that. For the Salamence, comes out, does the Intimidate again, but it really doesn't matter. I go for the Dark Void, and I didn't know if, 3 special attack ups would be good, so I did 4, but he wakes up and uses Frustration and wipes me out. Yeah, that just shows that greed is bad. So he goes into Arceus while I do a Sunny Day, and then he goes for the Sword Stance. Instead, I go for the Toxic. So he tries to Earthquake me, and I go for the Leech Seed. So he's taking his Toxic and Leech Seed damage. He goes for another Sword Stance. I tried to go for a Worry Seed, only because I didn't have anything else. I had accidentally set the Worry Seed on, not the Protect. So yeah, he goes for another 2 Earthquakes. I go for another of the Seed, and we both die. So I go for Shaman Sky, and I switch out into Ho-Oh to try to get, because I know that he's going for the Geomancy. Everyone goes for the Geomancy when they use Xerneas. And he goes for the Moonblast, which I resist. And so I throw the Toxic. I got the leftovers, he's getting poison damage, and he switches out into Salamence. I go for the Sunny Day, and I figured I was going to go for another Toxic. So he Dragon Dances, and I go for the Toxic. I tried to go for I went for the Protect, he goes for the Frustration. I'm just basically trying to build up damage. I try to go for something else, and then bam, he gets me with the Frustration. So I go on the Shaman Sky, I try to do something, and bam, goes into it. I go into Groudon, and he goes Primal, so I get the Intense Sun. So he goes Earthquake, I go Dragon Tail, I knock him out. Here comes Latiz. She tries to Side Shock me, leaving me 2 HP left, so I knock her with another Tail and bring back Xerneas. I figured to go for the Blades, but the Moonblast got me before I could. So I go with the Blaziken, and I go Mega. I try to go for the Protect, so the Moonblast doesn't hit, and I get the Toxic damage plus the Speed Boost. I go for a Fair Blitz because I figured that was the best way to go at it. Now I'm at 2 times this speed, and here comes Latios. I didn't know if I was fast enough, so just in case, I went for another Protect to boost that up. And then I go for the Fair Blitz for game. So Sergeant Metzwort, that was an awesome battle. Thank you for the battle. I'll be right back, guys, with another battle. And we're back, and this time we're facing Metallic Madness. So yeah, I'm still working with the same team, and he goes in for the Blaziken on my Darkrai, but then he switches on to Lapras and gets the Sleep. So he switches back out into Blaziken. I go for the Nasty Plot. I go for another Nasty Plot, figuring he was going to go for a Sword Stance. I didn't think he was going to outspeed me, so I went ahead for the Sludge Bomb, but he had the Sash and the Poison. So basically, Darkrai got Sky Uppercutted, but Blaziken's going down with it. I go into Shaman Sky, he goes into Huntail. He returns and goes to Lapras, so I charge up for a Solar Beam. And as I blast it, that's what I got. He's still asleep, he still is getting HP, but this time instead I go for a Giga Drain. He comes in with the Kyogre and does the Ice Beam and OHKOs me. So I come into Groudon and use the Intense Sun to block out the water attacks and go for the Precipio Blades. Kieran White is switched out instead and uses the Earth Power, but the Precipio Blades was still better. Huntail comes in, I go for the Stealth Rock. It goes for Iron Defense. I go for the Precipient Blades. It goes for a Shell Smash. I figured the rocks so I can Dragon Tail it if I see it as a danger. which I do. He goes for an Iron Defense. I go for the Dragon Tail, and I kick him out for Kyogre. And he ain't doing nothing with the drizzle, but the Groudon goes down with the Ice Beam, so I bring in the Ho-Oh. I figured to go in with the Toxic. He's going to take the damage from entering, and I'm going to go with the Sunny Day so the Waterfall does less damage. I go for the Protect, so it knocks out the Huntail. With the Toxic, he ain't doing nothing with that Waterfall anymore. He's down. Kyogre comes in. I try to go ahead for the Toxic, but the Hydro Pump hits. He was faster. So here comes in Ferrothorn. I put up the Sunny Day. He goes into Mega and goes for the Sword Stance. I go for the Leech Seed, and I go nom 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 to his health, but he knocks me out in one hit. But he gets double damage from the Iron Barbs and the Rocky Helmet, and he tries to go for the Drain Punch, but I go for the Protect. I come in and I go for the Earthquake to knock out the Lucario. He comes in with the Kyogre. I figure to go ahead with another Protect, to go for some more speed, and I'm okay with it. And now this time, I try to go for the Brave Bird. I get thundered, and I get the Parahax. I figured I was going to be fast enough to go for another Brave Bird, but he wasn't because the Parahax got me. So Metallic Madness, I'm not mad. That was a good battle. I'll be right back, guys, with another battle. And here we are, we're back with our last battle for the day with Eric Wing Swim. So he goes out for the Deoxys Speed, I go out for the Darkrai, he switches back in for the Xerneas, and I go for the Dark Void. It lands, it's taking tormented damage, and I'm going for the Nasty Plot. It's still sleeping, but it's a sleep talker with aromatherapy. So my thing was just to get it out fast. I knew he was figuring I was going to put him back to sleep, so I went for the Sludge Bomb instead. He goes in for the Sleep Talk but fails, and I go in with the Sludge Bomb. He comes out with Arceus, and he goes for the Extreme Speed. I put him under sleep. I figured if I'm going out, I'm taking something with me. Arceus is asleep and taking tormented damage, so I decided to go with an extra special attack. He still isn't waking up, and I go with the Dark Pulse, and I knock him out, even though Darkrai is going with him. So 2 for 1 wasn't too bad. I come out with Groudon, he comes out with Deoxys Speed, I go Primal, he brings up the Reflect, I go the Stealth Rocks. He goes in for a Taunt, and I go for the Percipient Blades. And lastly, he goes for the Light Screen, and he takes it like a champ, but gets the burn. So he dies from the burn and brings in the Smeargle. I go in for the Percipient Blades, but I miss, and he goes for the Geomancy. So there's only one thing I could think about here. You know what he's doing? He's one of those baton passers. He goes for the Spore and it lands. He goes for Ingrain. And he goes for the baton. So he brings out his own Groudon that goes Primal. And I finally wake up and I was able to do Percipient Blades. He goes in for the Solar Beam. I take it like a champ with only 4 HP left. But his Groudon's going down before mine. He comes in with the Salamence. He gives me the Intimidate, goes for the Mega and does the dance. I go in for the Lava Plume, hoping to get the burn. It doesn't. He goes ahead with the Substitute. I go to Dragon Tail. He goes for the return. Groudon's going down. Ho-Ho comes in. I'm trying to get him out with the Toxic, but the return kills me as well. I come in with Ferrothorn. He goes for a Substitute of all things. And I go for Toxic. But the problem is I can't pass this thing. So I go for a Sunny Day and switch back into Shaman Sky. And he goes for the return before I can even touch him. He goes in with the Blaziken. I go for the defensive to try to get that special attack boost. And actually, this is where my mistake came. Instead of trying to go in and get the extra damage, I should just went ahead with Ferrothorn, let him hit it, so he get the Iron Barb damage and die, and it would have been me versus his last Pokemon, Smeargle, which would have fell. But it was my misplay. I'm not hating Eric Wing Swim. That was actually a pretty darn good battle. And guys, see you next time. This is the Wyvern signing out. Later, guys.